In the early 17th century, there lived a man named Galileo Galilei. He was a scientist and mathematician who was fascinated by the stars and the mysteries of the universe. At that time, people believed that the Earth was the center of the universe and that the sun, moon, and stars revolved around it. Galileo, however, was not convinced. He had heard of a device called a telescope, which could magnify distant objects and allow people to see things that were otherwise invisible to the naked eye. He decided to build his own telescope and use it to observe the heavens. Galileo spent months perfecting his telescope, grinding and polishing the lenses until they were perfectly smooth and clear. Finally, in the autumn of 1609, he pointed his telescope at the night sky and looked up at the stars. What he saw amazed him. He observed the moon and saw that its surface was not smooth and flat, but rather covered in craters, mountains, and valleys. He saw the stars twinkling in the sky and realized that they were not just points of light, but actual suns, similar to our own sun. He even observed the planet Jupiter and noticed that it had 4 moons orbiting around it, just like our own moon orbits the Earth. Over the next few weeks, Galileo continued to observe the heavens with his telescope. He discovered the phases of Venus, just like those of the moon, which provided evidence that the Earth orbited the sun, and not the other way around. He also observed the motion of the stars and noted that they moved in predictable patterns, allowing him to calculate their distances from the Earth. Galileo's observations challenged the traditional beliefs about the universe and sparked controversy among scholars and religious leaders. Some refused to believe his findings, while others embraced them as proof of the wonders of God's creation. Despite the opposition, Galileo continued to explore the universe with his telescope. He discovered new comets, studied the rings of Saturn, and even observed the sun's corona during a total solar eclipse. His discoveries revolutionized astronomy and laid the foundation for modern astrophysics. The telescope, once a simple optical instrument, became a powerful tool for understanding the universe. Over time, larger and more advanced telescopes were built, allowing humans to gaze deeper into space and uncover secrets that remained hidden for centuries.